Hi, my name is Corey Minter, and I am president of Trinity Employment Specialists. And we are a staffing organization located here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we staff for travel nurses all over the nation. We have an intensity that we focus on here in Texas and Arkansas and Missouri and Kansas, but we have nurses working all over the nation. We have contracts with every state in the entire United States. And this particular podcast is titled The Benefits of Travel Nursing. One of the very first top benefits that I will tell you about, you've probably heard about this from different people that work inside your hospital if you work in a hospital, and you've heard about this, but you're really not sure if it's true or not, and that is this. I'm just going to read this statistic from nursingworld.org. It says the good news is that one of the benefits of being a travel nurse is that you can make up to 6 figures in many acute care assignments. Even though the largest expected growth is set to take place in California, every state's employment growth is expected at 11%. Now, the Department of Labor says that the expected growth rate up until from now until 2026 is 15 to 20%. The salary that nurses can experience in travel nursing is literally double. The average salary, according to the Department of Labor, is $46,000 a year. I'm sorry, and the average salary for a nurse in travel nursing is right at $102,000 a year. So you can make basically double the salary working less in a travel nursing type of scenario. And you can also, all you have to do is travel 50 miles with most contracts. If you travel 50 miles, all of a sudden you're going to be eligible for your housing to be taken care of, your food allowance, that's all tax-free income, and you're only driving 50 miles. And so there's all sorts of different benefits that you can take advantage of. You will have to drive a little bit more, but you'll make double the salary, plus you'll get all of these incentives for traveling. So let's jump into this. If you're probably interested in travel nursing, there's some things that you want to keep in mind that are just benefits. And so we want to tell you about these. The first thing is professional flexibility. In every new assignment, every 13 weeks, every 3 months, you can take on a new area. You can learn a new area of the hospital. You might just want to go to one of the very top hospitals in the nation. Well, most likely, if you've got a great travel nursing agency like Trinity, well, then you can go to that hospital and learn from those physicians and those nurses. You can learn some of their best practices. You can learn so much and become the very best that you can be with professional flexibility, because you get to go all over the place and learn from so many different people. Second thing is personal flexibility. If you want to live anywhere in the nation, you can do that. If you want to work in this area, you can find an assignment that's just 50 miles or more away. You can do per diem nursing within that's right here, real close to you, but still work the 13-week assignments, or try to find a per diem that's only for 3 months and it's not a contract. There's so many different types of options that you can have. You can go and live on the beach in California. I've got one of my very close friends, his daughter and his son-in-law. They've gotten a big travel trailer, and they're in California right now on the beach, and they're going to live there for the next 13 weeks. How cool would that be? Next thing is you get to meet more people. And that's not just, hey, I want more friends. You will make more friends, but you're going to add to your network. Like, your network is one of the most important things that you can have, and the more people you meet, if you meet the right people, the more that you'll learn. They're going to have a different subset of experiences that they're going to be able to share with you, and meeting new people is just a really great thing. One of the things that was brought up in an article I was reading the other day is that some nurses who are single, who are looking for a spouse, they go and do this, and they meet way more people in their profession, and they meet them more naturally than, what's one of the websites that people go to? That's more risky than traveling around and just meeting all sorts of new people. And so some travel nurses, this is what they do. It's a great way to possibly meet a spouse. Next thing is you get to work in more settings. Every different hospital is going to have different nuances that they use to, and some of those different nuances are going to be good for you, and they're going to be better. And some of these little systems that they've set up are not so good. You're going to get to see best practices because you're going to get to see the best and the worst of each department that you go to every 3 months. And really 3 months is right about that time where you get a full understanding of how well this department runs. And so you're going to be able to take that experience, especially if later you want to become a leader and stay in one place and be like a director of nursing. Well, you're going to get the privilege of learning all best practices of all the hospitals, and then you can bring that into your own system. The next situation is you get to make more money. A career in travel nursing allows you to be very well compensated. You'll make somewhere in the neighborhood of $45,000 to $65,000 in a hospital, whereas if you're in travel nursing, you're going to be $100,000 plus. And the salary range is just quite different whenever you jump into the right specialty type nursing opportunities in travel nursing. So you're going to make a lot more money. Plus, when you're in high demand, like nurses generally are, right now we're going to have a short-term layoff because of the COVID-19. Everything that you read on the news says that our hospitals are full and we don't have enough room in the hospitals, and really in a lot of instances the statistics in nursing are saying that's not true because we are laying off more nurses than at any other time ever in history that I've ever heard of before, especially those that are in the specialty clinics. But because of that, we have more nurses now more than ever that are going to be open to, this might be the right time for me to get into travel nursing. If so, Trinity, we would love to speak with you and show you some of the options that you might have. It's probably not going to be much different than what you are used to, but I'll tell you, your paycheck's going to be different. Quite different, and I think you'll be happy about that. The next thing is deluxe housing. If you've ever felt the stress of moving, that can be a part of it. But your travel nursing agency, they are going to be able to provide housing and a housing stipend for you. You can be able to live kind of wherever you want. They're going to have a stipend, but if you want to increase the level of your living, you can. If you want to decrease it a little bit, I've a good friend who's bringing a travel trailer with them so that they don't have to pay for hardly any of the travel expenses, and they're using that travel expense to pay for an $80,000 gooseneck and a truck to pull it, and they're traveling all over the country. So there are all sorts of different options if you think outside of the box. License reimbursement. Making sure that your licenses are up to speed. Your agency is going to have a huge incentive to make sure that they keep track of that for you. And every new assignment, they're going to keep you up to date on where you are with your licenses, and then most likely they'll pay for it if you need it to be reimbursed. So license reimbursement is a great opportunity for you, or a great benefit. Travel reimbursement. You're going to get reimbursed for all of your traveling and your meals while you're travel nursing. You can travel with your pet. All you have to do is let your agency know that, hey, I want a place that will receive pets, and they're going to be able to find that for you. There's a lot of flexibility. You can travel with a friend or a spouse as well. You can bring them with you, especially if you have a spouse that maybe they're a teacher or something like that and they have the summer off. You can go and let them have a vacation somewhere, and you get to participate in part of it. And it's a really great way for your family to see the country and basically get paid more to do so. You can learn skills beyond nursing. you're not just going to learn a professional skill, but life skills. You're going to be working with different people in different situations all over the country with different kinds of cultures and different types of professional cultures that you're going to work in. And so you're going to learn the ability to be able to be a chameleon and learn how to work in with almost any kind of scenario. Listen, if Trinity can help you in any way, shape, or form, we would love to be a resource for you with travel nursing. Please give us a call at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online at trinityemployment.com.